Mega Pokemon are coming back. Yes, you heard that right. November 2025, Mega Pokemon will be coming back with the simultaneous game launch of Legends ZA. Recently, we had a press release / Pokemon Day for Pokemon where they announced a lot of what's coming out for 2025, along with a bunch of leaks for some of the things that they're working on, such as Pokemon Champions, which is going to be crazy. But the primary thing that everybody is talking about is Mega Pokemon and the game Legends ZA. So let's take a quick look at the Pokemon video where they leak a bunch of the upcoming Mega Pokemon for this upcoming set for the holidays. So here we have the Pokemon Presents 2025. Every year they drop a video of everything that they're working on, along with usually like trailers for games that are coming up pretty soon. And here we have the follow-up trailer for Legends ZA. So let's take a look. So we got Lucario here transforming into his Mega Evolution. And a bunch of others. And it's really fast. They make this uber fast. So let's try slowing this down to see which Pokemon they're going to be bringing out next. So we got Lucario, and then we have Kangaskhan on the left, we have Mega Absol in the middle, and Sableye. So Kangaskhan and Absol aren't like super popular Pokemon per se, however, they have been around for a bit. Mega Sableye was featured with Tyranitar in a tag team card. And then we get 6 more here. So we've got Mega Altaria, which already has a card from a previous generation. We have a Mega Gyarados over on the bottom left-hand corner, also has a card. Then we have Charizard X and Charizard Y, both of which have their own cards. Top right, we have Mega Ampharos, and bottom right-hand corner, we have Mega Gardevoir, all of which already have their own cards. Now, you may be wondering, okay, so what's the big deal? The big deal is that if you are a fan of Pokemon collecting in terms of the cards, there may be some cards that are still available that are still somewhat affordable, and we're going to be doing a little dive into what you can still get before these prices jump to crazy levels. They've already begun. Guys, I'm telling you, the speculation has already begun. People have been buying out the floors. I've been picking some up for my own personal collection that I don't already have before the prices skyrocket in anticipation for the November release. And let's quickly jump over to Poke Beach because I want to point out something here. And they kind of already mentioned that it'll be 2025 when Mega Evolutions will be returning. However, if we look at the timeline, the only place, and right here it says 2025 at the bottom of this Mega Lucario. However, if we look at the timeline, and I'll be doing a timeline video maybe next week, like early next week, like Sunday or Monday. We're going to have Destined Rivals, right, for spring. We're going to have the black and white set coming out in the summer. Then I believe, and this is just speculation, that we will be getting a Pocket TCG set, potentially. And then after that, in November, I think alongside the release of Legends ZA, which features Mega Pokemon, we will be getting a Mega Evolution set to close out Scarlet and Violet in November, right before the holidays. Now, here is kind of some of the cards that are still somewhat affordable. I kind of, whenever the more popular ones, there are some that are missing from this tier list, I guess you can call it. However, they are pretty affordable, like Mega Altaria, Mega Kangaskong. I think there's a Mega Absol, and there's a couple others. But just to kind of go with kind of the more in-demand stuff, I've put together a list of some of the TCG player listings. So first up, we have M. Gardevoir, and this one I think is probably first on the block in terms of what's going to get bought out first. So you can definitely find some of these out in the wild before the prices go absolutely crazy. So on the 27th, you see that pretty much the entire floor got bought out. We had listings that were basically around 35 to 40, and pretty much that entire floor got bought out. Now we know for sure that Lucario and Gardevoir are coming in November based on the leaks from Pokemon Presents. So these will probably be the ones to snag up first if you like Gardevoir and Lucario. However, right now, the only listings available on TCG Player are 70 and 100, and I have a feeling that people are going to be making this the new floor. And we can see some of that happening here in a minute. There's some other ones. If you want the regular Mega Gardevoir, you can still snag one for like 15. Mega Altaria, the ultra rare, is 18. Steelix 17, and Full Art Scizor, surprisingly. Actually, I kind of want to see that one next. So next up we have the Scizor. Lowest listed currently is 45, but the floor has been pretty much bought out. But you can probably still find these on like eBay or Mercari for about 20 to 25. But I have a feeling that the demand on these are going to start skyrocketing. So definitely nab these up if some of these are your favorite Pokemon or just something that you want in your collection. Next, we have Mega Lucario Alternate Art Promo. So this one you couldn't pull. It's a promo card. Currently the lowest listed is 88. However, they were going for the mid to low 40s. Even like someone picked one up for like 35. There was a listing for 36. So you can definitely still pick these up for pretty cheap. Someone bought one today at 90. So I have a feeling this card is pretty much going to be considered a $90 card pretty soon. Once the entire floor is bought out, everyone's going to refer to this price moving forward. So if you want to snag up some deals, now is a great time to be looking before all the copies are gone. Next up is Mega Alakazam. So Lucario and Gardevoir, by the way, just remember those two are for sure like 90% chance are going to be in the November release, and those two are probably the ones that are going to jump immediately. Mega Alakazam, super dope card. This came in Fates Collide. Currently there are no listings on TCG Player because it got completely bought out for somewhere between like around 35, give or take. So if you can find this for like somewhere between 25 and 35, absolutely a great pickup. Fates Collide also is a very expensive set these days. I think packs are going for about 25 each. Next up, we got Mega Rayquaza from Roaring Skies. This is the cheapest copy of Mega Rayquaza that you can find currently on the market. We've got listings for somewhere between like the mid 20s. Somebody bought one today for 40. So that's probably going to become the new floor more than likely, since there are no listings below 40 currently. If you can find that, that's a great pickup for anywhere in the mid 20s, maybe even 30. If you want a cheaper alternative with the 30th anniversary coming next year, this might also be a great card to pick up as well, slightly cheaper. For about $15 to $20, you can also pick up a Celebrations Mega Rayquaza. Now, just for reference, I wanted to mention the Full Art and the Shiny Rayquaza. However, they are a bit cost prohibitive, seeing as like the lowest listings are like $165 and $229, and these are pretty much all getting bought out right now. People are snagging these up before they skyrocket again. So this is probably one of the more expensive cards in terms of Mega Pokemon that are currently out. Next up, we got Mega Gengar from Phantom Forces, the Secret Rare. This card lowest listing is $235, and they've been selling for $80, $100, $100, $128, $150. This card, it's possible that it goes up to $200. This one's kind of more of a gamba. I personally don't think it's the craziest artwork. I definitely think Rayquaza has much more impressive artwork for me personally. And it is a bit pricey at the $200 price point, especially considering that you don't get like a full illustration of this card. Then we got M. Houndoom, one of my favorites from XY Breakthrough. Currently, the lowest listed on TCG is $60. We had a sale for $54 yesterday, $52, $54, $62, $65. This card, is already on its way up. However, you can find copies of this on eBay and Mercari. You might be able to pick one up for like $20, $25. Maybe your local card store may still have one that's just been sitting there forever. So if you can find a deal on this and you like Houndoom, definitely snag one up. I definitely think this card is underrated, especially seeing how the modern day Houndoom I think is going for like $50 or $60. This card is also equally as impressive in my opinion. Totally worth, $60 to $70 in my opinion. And the lowest current listing is $60 for this particular card on TCG Player, right? 60? Yeah, 60, 62. Next up, one of my favorite artworks. It is so amazing. Shiny M. Gyarados from Breakpoint. This one I was able to find a couple copies on Mercari and eBay. Same deal. I think this could easily be a $100 card, no problem. Lowest listed right now is 104 in TCG Player. And there are people who are buying it for 90, 85, 85, 80. Prior to that, it was sitting in the 60s and 50s. Again, check out Mercari, maybe OfferUp, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. You might still be able to find this card for $30 to $40 for people who've just not really kept up with the marketplace of Pokemon and may still have one listed fairly affordably. All right, one of my favorites, Ampharos. Absolutely amazingly designed Pokemon. Love the artwork that they did for the Mega. Looks like a Super Saiyan with that crazy luscious hair. The lowest listed right now is 126. I don't think this card should be 126, but pretty much the entire floor has been bought out. If you can find this for, $25 to $30, totally worth it, because there are people who are willing to pay 60, 45. Another sale over here for 45. I think this is like a $60 card. Right around like the price point of the Mega Scizor, in my opinion. And last up, we got the M. Charizard. Now, I will say that this is Charizard Y, I believe. The blue Charizard X is a bit more expensive. I think that one goes for like 100, 120. And I think the lowest listed on TCG Player when I looked at it last night was like 200. So recently sold, people are paying 97, 100, 91, 92, 82, 84. I mean, this thing got absolutely just the floor pulled out from underneath it. 90, 85, 75, 82, 85. However, you can still find this card on eBay and Mercari for around If you can negotiate 60 to 65 shipped is what I've been able to grab 2 or 3 copies of this. I already have a couple in my binder, but I'm trying to look for the cleanest copy possible and just to have some, for the flex. Nothing like showing an entire binder of Mega Charizards to somebody at trade night. So that is pretty much the gist of it. If there are any other Mega Pokemon that I missed, let me know down in the comments below that you feel are undervalued, so some of the other fans watching could possibly maybe pick that up and be aware that they exist. There are a lot of new collectors in the space who maybe played during the era of Mega Pokemon, or really just like the concept of Mega Pokemon. And I think spreading awareness of what's out there, I think there is probably a little too much hype and emphasis on like ultra modern, and I think this is a great way to pick up some really affordable top tier Pokemon pools without essentially paying an arm and a leg. And so I think these have pretty much for the most part stabilized. However, I don't think these prices will last long. If you like these artworks, if you like some of these Pokemon, definitely pick these up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys end up finding some deals down in the comments below. Any other future video ideas, also let me know down below. If you found this valuable, drop me a like, throw me a sub, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Bye!